game was Switzerland-Italy.
Switzerland-Italy.
Yeah.
From my point of view, I expected Switzerland to win the game, but I didn't think they were going to be that dominant, especially in the middle of the park. This team was just... Italy were there for the picking, you know. They didn't have the oomph, you know, to go forward. And you look at their quality, their best player so far in this tournament was their goalkeeper. As much as he's of top quality, that goes on to show a lot that this team really needs to step up, because there are some notable names. There is Chiesa. I can see Chiesa over there. Shkamaka. There are some notable names, but all in all I'm saying is they didn't have the quality to really go forward in this tournament. I was even surprised. I think this was the farthest they could go in this tournament.
Yes, Chep.
Yeah, I thought Italy were just very, very, very poor, especially in transition. They could get the ball, but getting out of the defensive bit, they couldn't get out. Switzerland were just there on them. Every ball, every pick, they wanted it more. And Italy was so poor. So I thought Xhaka had a good game. I thought he really, really had a good game. He led the team 2 really good goals. I thought the first goal, especially the hold up and then the kicking. I thought that was and it was just in the middle of, he was surrounded by Italy players. They were just there, they were seeing him, but they couldn't just do anything. That's what I'm saying. The movement, they were really, really poor. Very slow in everything. Slow in picking up balls, slow in transition. As you said last week, I think they just looked their age.
Who?
The Italians, they just look
in the middle of the park. It's the Croatians who are old. They're the ones who looked my age and they got out. The Italians just look like a team that is perpetually in transition.
Yeah. It was just
they just
clicking. It wasn't clicking.
Like if you go back to the 2006 team that played in the very stadium and won the World Cup, and then you come all the way to the Euro. I actually feel like the Euro 2021 was an aberration. Like it was more the English getting in their own way than Italians deserving to win the thing.
Yeah.
And then they've lost Chiellini, they've lost Bonucci, they've lost Insigne, they've lost quite a number of players. And the new kids every time I see Skamaka leading the line, I go like, he couldn't make it at West Ham. That's what I always think. Every time I see him, I go like, he couldn't make it at West Ham. How is he leading the Italian line? That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
And I think that says it all. It's like they're in perpetual, it's like, it's just not happening.
It wasn't moving. They just couldn't get it going.
On the other hand, the Swiss are a very, very good side.
Yeah, they are.
They may not have great superstars, but they have a
spine. As a unit.
And also they have a spine.
Yeah.
Soma in goal. Akanji, who I thought was
brilliant.
Excellent.
Yes.
Xhaka.
Yes.
Like they have that spine, and Hernandez on the left. They have a spine of really solid players, and then the other pieces work together. I was watching Sky in the morning, and one of the analysts said that the Swiss look like a club side. They look so in sync, like they play club football as opposed to a national team. I guess it also tells you how well they are coached.
Yeah, they look so much better.
Yeah, because when Murat Yakin in the preview to the Euros, there was lots of questions on how he would manage his side. But then you talk about him having a very good backroom staff that have been able to manage these guys and play them in the proper formation that they should, because they didn't have a good qualifying period getting into the Euros. But as you say, the units that are there, apart from the experienced name, also you've got Ruben Vargas, who doesn't really do well at Augsburg, but he's come up with a goal and an assist in this tournament, and also in the last game against Germany was really good. Talk about Abisha on the left-hand side. That's where they were really attacking Italy on that left-hand side. For Italy, I understand the kind of question marks that are existing over Spalletti right now. It's good that you mentioned that the turnover has been really great from the Euro 2021 triumph to the team that they are right now. Think about the team that is lined up since the beginning of the Euros. He's consistently changed this team. Like, it doesn't have any permanent names that came into the fore. And even in this game, he gave 3 players a fast start in the Euros. So that could maybe show how their kind of run is looking like.
But is it really him, or is it just the circumstances? Given in mind he's been in charge for 10 games?
Yeah, 10 games pre the Euros.
Yeah, like I think they got set up when Mancini took a walk.
Yes.
Mancini saw the check from Saudi, was like,
yep.
Adios.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't blame Spalletti a lot. Okay, there are things that he can carry some blame, because they never led in this tournament. They were always going behind in all games. Okay, the Albania one they won, but they still trailed early. And
the quality though is so
yes,
poor.
It's so poor. Yeah, that's the only thing I could put it on Spalletti. The rest,
when you go through history and you remember great defenders, and you think about Italy now, my earliest memory of Italy is Franco Baresi. You know, Baresi, Costa Curta, Maldini, Mauro Tassotti. It's Italia 94. Then from those guys you drop down from them, you come to now Maldini and Nesta. Then you move from Nesta, you come to Materazzi. Then you come from Materazzi, you drop to Bonucci and Chiellini. And then now you look at the guys who are there.
Yeah, I think the transition.
Calafiori.
Period.
Like the quality is just...
Yeah.
but Calafiori has been brilliant.
But we don't know
It's
him.
okay. He's not brilliant. Brilliant is... for you to be brilliant...
For the guy stepping in the scene for the first time, like you never see
yeah,
this guy.
No,
but
good.
Thank
Promising,
you.
good. Promising. Brilliant is brilliant. Brilliant is like by definition alone.
I don't know who has been brilliant in defense in the whole of the Euros. Maybe Rudiger.
Yeah.
Rudiger has
You
been,
can-
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think
proper.
Calafiori has reached that level in the Euros. We haven't seen that from him. But what I can say is that the quality in itself is actually really dismal.
Actually,
But for me, the coach carries a lot of blame. You can't make 6 changes to the squad heading into the last 16.
it's because he had
16 is too a lot.
because he's trying
He's
to
trying to figure it out.
find his feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's match day 12 for him since he took over. He's still trying to figure out who plays, who doesn't play, and the talent is not picking it. You know when they say the team selects itself.
Yep.
Yeah,
The Italians
that's
one
it.
is selecting themselves.
Yeah.
You know, there's a time you can't change. Like today, if you're given City, you really cannot change. Like these are you. It has to be the starting 15. If you're given Arsenal, it's the starting 15. But if you're given Chelsea, you are.
But you know what, Wokabi? This is not club football. This is national team football.
No,
you know.
same thing. The quality in the Italian team doesn't select itself. For example, if you look at what's the best team if you look at France, 70% of the team, regardless of who is coach, 7 of the starting 11 they will start. No coach will not pick Maignan in goal. No coach won't pick Saliba. Not coach who won't pick Kante. Like the core of the team, regardless of who is coach, the core selects itself. In Italy, everyone is a 4.5 out of 10. Like they are either too old or not too good, or so you're trying. Okay, let me try this one. Okay, no. Okay, let me just try this one, and then the tournament is here.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't blame him as much, because the squad is not that good for you to say anyone can coach this team. So he's trying to sort of mix it up. Like, okay,
Yeah.
let me try
like
Zakanya. No.
Zaccagni.
Zaccagni, no. Okay, now let me try. Udogi is already injured. The
Yeah.
only player who probably picks himself in that team,
Donnarumma.
it's only Donnarumma and maybe Chiesa
Barella.
and Barella.
And
Yeah.
Chiesa was dropped in the...
Yeah, like
Yeah, you see,
the group
that's the
stages.
thing for me. I mean, at this particular time, after winning your first game, at least you wouldn't make too many changes.
But then
but-
after your first game, you lose to Spain.
yes, and then,
Then
Spain, it's
to
Spain,
Spain
it's
and
Spain
horribly.
who have
No,
who
but-
have been very
Horribly.
pragmatic.
That was
but
a
it
horrible
bad, but it was
performance
bad
from
in
Italy.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
terrible
but
Was a
I mean,
horrible
to
one.
Spain, who for me have been the best team. It's
Uh-huh.
not too bad.
Yeah, there is claim for that, because they played 3-1-3, haven't considered a goal. Yeah, but still, it's the manner of the loss was too bad. So you play Croatia, where, to be honest, Croatia switch off,
Yep.
and that's why they
A
conceded
98th
that
minute goal.
98th minute goal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are still going to go out even then. So you as a coach, you can tell Itimaiko.
Yeah, and some
So
pieces
you are
there.
trying to
You're
change.
trying to
Just
figure-
like,
yeah.
just that you met a team that's very well drilled.
Yeah.
Very, very well drilled. I thought the Swiss were proper. They were fantastic.
Yeah,
I
you
loved
have to
it.
give them their flowers.
Yeah, but I am with
But
Sammy.
Spalletti, nah.
He will get a bit of a blame, but the blame is like 10%. The majority is Nili amepewa.
Yep.
Wako tu hivi. Anyway.
Because even Skamaka, like you say, like he's leading the line. Remember in the last game, he tried to use Mario Retegui and he couldn't do anything better. So you just go back to the same guy.
I was like, this is Kamaka.
And to the point that Spalletti was even doubting himself in the press conference. He was saying that I thought that maybe after the Spain game I was too harsh on the players, that I blamed them a lot for this loss. And I decided to give them a rest heading into this game, and it didn't work also. So his hands were tied here.